Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped. Where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's get set. Ready, 20, 20. 53. Stay with your man. Check 8.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, let's get it. Great. Great. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Express. Watch the pass. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's caught by Jackson. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Newton. Going deep for Benjamin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He's going to fire, and this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Darren Waller, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
In your face.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Switch gears.
Play action. It's Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julio Jones. 41 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. It's caught by Jackson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Jackson, flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. On 4th down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check. Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Third and long. It's Newton. They set up the screen to Bo. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Brian Burns. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From just shy of midfield, Newton on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
20.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Great. Express.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's now 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Charles Tillman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Jackson. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
20. Here we go. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Go. Go.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Go, 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 run.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Mike 5-9, Mike. Go. Here we go, G. Mike 50.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On first down, Jackson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Jackson.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Here's Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown. Zach Gentry there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he spins through. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into... Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out on second down now. Peyton.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Two times.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Throwing on third down, Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Zach Gentry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Jackson, flush to his right. It's caught, Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown from 6 yards away. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was trying to go back to more there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Gun.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton escaping the pressure right. Gonna air it out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jackson. Leaves him behind on the spin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's taken down inside the 30.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Jackson to throw. Dancing to it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. On the run, this is Jackson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for him, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they
can't fight it. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Walter Payton, 46 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Got three.
On third down, Newton. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with